as always, the plushies who do not behave. Fist bump. High five. Kiss. Right here. No, stop. Kiss. Kiss. Go away. So, what is it today? It is Tag Tuesday! And if you can't tell from what I've got on, what the tag is about, shame on you. But my HP fans will know. I'm sure my fellow HP fans will love this tag. This tag is actually, I think, 36 questions long. I found a couple of tags, altered them, and then kind of tweaked it. So, what I'm going to do is, today, I will do the first half of the questions. Since it was an even number, I just divided it up, and I will do the first 18 today, and next Tuesday, I will come back and do the others. So, let's go. And the questions for this tag will be in the description box below, along with people that I tag, but I will get to that at the end. Alright. Your favorite book. Prisoner of Azkaban and Half-Blood Prince. Half-Blood Prince, I don't know why that is one of my favorites. I just really like it. I think maybe one of the reasons is it centers more on Mr. Snape's story. And I just absolutely love Snape. So that's probably one reason why I like it. And I just think it's one of the better films. But I mean, it's all to each our own. We all have our favorite. What? Damn it, I got tangled. Stop! Get up here. Got tangled in the phone charger cord. Your least favorite book. That would be Chamber of Secrets and Goblet of Fire. And then questions 3 and 4 are your favorite movie and your least favorite movie. And my answers will be the same as the books. My favorite for the books and film was Prisoner of Azkaban and Half-Blood Prince. And the main reason I really love Prisoner of Azkaban, we are introduced to, well, we already know Snape, but we're introduced to 2 new characters that I love, which is the 2 gentlemen. My pup is named after Sirius Black and Remus Lupin, aka Padfoot, and Moony, which is usually who's you named after, right? Yeah. Number 5, favorite quote, and I've got a few. The first one, we've all got both light and dark inside us. What matters is the part we choose to act on. That's who we really are. 2, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. It is our choices that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities. And the other 2 I really like because you can apply them so much in life, whether you're dealing with, a-holes and rude people or bullies or just anyone who makes you feel bad. I love these 2 quotes. If you want to know what a man's like, take a good look at how he treats his inferiors, not his equals. Also, it takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to our enemies, but just as much to stand up to our friends. Love those 2. Number 6, favorite Weasley. In the first film, I just absolutely loved Ron. He was just so adorable. But later on, while Ron stayed one of my favorite Weasleys and Gingers, I absolutely just adore Fred and George. Who can't love ginger twins? I mean, they're adorable. 7, favorite female character. That would be 2, a good one and a bad one. Luna Lovegood and Bellatrix Lestrange. Because Helena Bonham Carter and I are pretty close in age. She's a couple years older than me. And I've been watching her films since her very first film when she was 17, which was Lady Jane. And it's one of my most favorite films ever, based on the real life story of Lady Jane Grey, who ruled England for 9 days when she was 15 years old. And also has Patrick Stewart. And Helena Bonham Carter just did such an incredible job, and I just fell in love with her, and I've just been in love with her ever since. So definitely Bellatrix, because I love Helena. Favorite villain? Lucius Malfoy, Fenrir Greyback, and of course Bellatrix Lestrange. Favorite male characters? I already told you. One is Snape, Sirius Black, and Remus Lupin. I would just... those 3, I would just love to be sandwiched them for a big old foursome. Yum. Favorite professor? Snape. Always Snape. 11. Would you rather A, wash Snape's hair, or B, spend a day listening to Lockhart rant about himself? Hands down, Snape, wash his hair. Even though I like that greasy rock star look. But I used to do hair, and, love to play with his lovely long black hair. 12. Would you rather duel A, an elated Bellatrix, or B, an angry Molly? Bellatrix all the way. Yeah, she offed her cousin Sirius, because she's a total B like that. However, she's not a mother, Molly Weasley is, and don't ever take on an angry mama. So, I would definitely say Bellatrix there. And my hat won't behave. 13. Would you rather travel to Hogwarts via A, Hogwarts Express, or B, flying car? Hogwarts Express. All your friends are there. You get to partake of a trolley full of magical sweets and yummies. Why not? The flying car, I would like to just ride about in, go through London on it, Yeah, but if you're going to go to Hogwarts, gotta ride Hogwarts Express all the way. 14. Would you rather A, kiss Voldemort, or B, give Umbridge a bubble bath? No question, I'd rather kiss Voldemort. Because despite the no-nose thing, he really wouldn't be half bad. Umbridge, however, what a horrendous B. No, thank you. 15. Would you rather A, ride a hippogriff, or B, ride a firebolt? I think I would take the firebolt. I used to love riding horses for years and years. And I've ridden an elephant and I've ridden a camel. But animals, magical or real, I suspect magical animals can be just as unpredictable as real animals. So I'm gonna go with firebolt. 16. Is there a character you feel differently about in the movies? Not really, I guess. I think maybe Dudley Dursley in the books touches more on how, as adults, he and Harry put aside their differences so that their children could get together, and whatever went on in that situation after they became adults. The book shows us Dudley Dursley in a little bit different light. He's not such a little smug, bratty douchebag anymore. But the films don't really touch on that at all. And maybe Draco Malfoy as well. Now I hate, like, in real life, I hate the cop-out of people being a product of their environment. I do think that's a bit of a cop-out. However, I mean, this is fiction. But I do see where maybe in situations like in a make-believe kind of magical world where children really are a product of their environment and their upbringing. I can't imagine the stress that Malfoy's parents put on him because of Voldemort, and so being a douchebag, even worse than Dudley Dursley, was just something that was expected of him. And I think after his father caused such a ruckus and everything, and his mother too, with Bellatrix, you know, trying to bump off Dumbledore and everything. I think deep down we see that Draco Malfoy is really nothing like the Death Eaters and the Malfoy family, and dealing with that. I think we slowly see, especially in the books, that he matures and just becomes a better person. So, those are really the only two things I'd have to say, but I mean, that's something that was not portrayed in the films. It was something that was more in the books. So, and I didn't think about this earlier, but it just popped in my mind now, something had to do with that as well. We see Professor Remus Lupin in a different way in the films than we did in the books. In the books, and spoiler, but if you haven't read the books after all these years, shame on you, too bad. But because of his own securities, he abandons Tonks when she's pregnant with their little boy Teddy. And Harry Potter, who is a child, is the one to tell Remus that you need to man up and take responsibility for your child. And we don't see that in the film. So, we see Lupin in a different light in the films, you know, Who Died a Hero, but and I can't even remember which book it's in at the moment, but in the book we see him as being a total douche and abandoning his pregnant wife and unborn child, because he didn't want to face up to his own responsibilities and his own insecurities. So I'm kind of glad they left that out of the film, because in the book it made me very, very angry, because I'm adopted, and that's another reason why I just had such a connection to the Potter books and films, being adopted, and a lot of adopted people like myself grow up feeling abandoned or orphaned. So for Remus to abandon his child like that, it made me very angry. It made me very emotional. I think I cried for like a couple days over that part in the book. So I didn't think about that. So, you know, definitely I'd have to include Lupin in that. 17. Is there a movie you preferred over the book? Not really. I think they all did well in their own right. The books, or the films, did differ from the books some, but I mean that's typically going to happen in films that are based off of the books, especially long books, as the Harry Potters were. So you can only cram so much information and so many people into a film after basing it on a book. So that, I think they all, whether it's the book or the film, they all did well in their own right. And I love both series, be it the book or film. So, and lastly, number 18, Richard Harris or Michael Gambon as Dumbledore. I don't know that I can answer. I love Richard Harris. I grew up on seeing him in a lot of films that my parents watched. He did an excellent job as Dumbledore, and it broke my heart when Richard Harris died and we had a new Dumbledore. But Michael Gambon is an incredibly amazing British actor, and I think he took the role and took that character of Dumbledore and made it his own, and he made it work, and he was fantastic, and I don't think they could have found anyone better to replace Harris like him. So I can't choose either one of them. They both brought their own interpretation of Dumbledore to that role, and they both did excellent. So I have to give them 2 thumbs up each. So, but that was the first 18 questions. Next Tuesday I will be back to do the other 18. I'm not sure who I want to tag for this. I'm sure that some of my fellow HP fans, such as Kat D, Catherine over at Geekalicious Girl, Kasha in Wonderland, maybe Hello Kitsies would like to do the tag. But if you like this tag and you want to do it, please do one. But just make sure to come back to this video. Leave a link to your video in the comments below so I can see it, because I love hearing everybody else's answers to tag questions. So I tag everybody. So, but that is it for us. Because Mommy needs a nap. Oh, a biscuit. You better get it, boy. Come get this one. Let's tell bye-bye to everybody. Come here. Look, come here, Donut. I swear, naming this dog partly after Sirius Black, total jinx myself, because this dog is so bad. Mischief not managed. Come on. Because he's been in trouble for 2 days. Come on. You want it? Come here. Come here. Where you go? Sit. What we tell everybody. Say like. Like